Hey everybody, first of all, welcome back to Swahili Nation, and I want to encourage you guys to sign up for membership. It is very important for the work that we are doing. We'd like you guys to be part of it, to participate. And membership, you basically pledge your commitment that every single month you're going to be giving 2.99 here on YouTube. This is the journey to one Africa. Today, I want to talk about why the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, he is the vision for Africa's future. You know, since Ibrahim Traore came to the regime, he actually came as a military. We all know what has been happening in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, basically, it has been a model right now to the entire continent of Africa. The leadership, his moves, his decisions, and what he has done. I mean, it's everything that young Africans want for the continent of Africa. And mind you, he has been in a regime for more than a year. And right now, he's only 35 years of age. But what he has done, it is the reflection of what Africa truly wants. Number one, bravery in combat. Traore demonstrated exceptional bravery and leadership during a complex militant attack in Mali and Burkina Faso and some other region in the Western Africa as well, earning a recognition for his courage. Military experiences. With a background in the military, particularly in the UN peacekeeping mission in Mali, Traore possessed invaluable hands-on experiencing and dealing with security challenges. And we have seen this, how he has been dealing with that security in Burkina Faso. Because since he became a president, you know, more than 3 times, they've been trying a coup. They've been coming and trying to take him down without success. Why? Because of his experience. Strategic leadership, rising through the military rank and leading an artillery regiment. Traore showcases strategic leadership skills crucial for addressing complex issues like insurgents, and also articulates speech. And I remember this was the time when he went to Russia for Africa-Russia summit. His speech at the summit criticizing imperialist influences and advocating for self-sufficiency demonstrated articulate communication skills and dedication to addressing key issues. This has been one of the speeches that captured a lot of Africans' heart, including myself and everybody else, because of how bold he was. He looked like somebody who is not scared to make mistakes, but someone who is just angry and hungry for the change of his people in the country of Burkina Faso. Comparison to Sankara. Being linked to Sankara incarnate suggests a positive association with the leader's principle, particularly in addressing economic challenge and foreign debt. And most of his decision he has made for the country of Burkina Faso, a lot of people have been comparing him with Sankara because of his move. You can actually see resentment. And I think I can say that perhaps Ibrahim Traore is one of the disciples of Thomas Sankara. Patriotic intent. Traore's statement regarding the coup underscores a sense of duty and patriotism, emphasizing a perceived need for a change. That's what we lack in most of countries in Africa and most in our people. Perhaps because of colonization of our mind, but we need Africans. We need leaders who will be patriot, who will work for their people and for their countries before anybody else. Commitment to security. Pledging to combat extremist violence and seeking support from allies reflects Traore's dedication to addressing Burkina Faso's critical security concerns. For a long time, Burkina Faso has been in attack. We have seen Ibrahim Traore serving some elites to Rwanda to actually learn some skills and to partner with Rwanda on how to fight the terrorists that have been happening in Burkina Faso. And I think this is what we need. We need the partnership in African countries. We need to learn one another, because Rwanda helped Mozambique a long time ago to fight against those bastards, and they won and they captured back the cities. And I think we need the same thing in Burkina Faso. And Ibrahim Traore knows that. And that's why the first country for him to partner with in Africa, it is Rwanda. International diplomacy. Traore's participation in the Russia-Africa summit, coupled with his unique presence, highlights an airy commitment to international diplomacy and engagement. And I gotta say that he's very wise, because in Russia, he actually went himself. But in most of other international summits, he's sending his allies. He don't go by himself because he knows that he's a target. He knows that France does not want him to be there. So he gotta stay vigilant, and he has to be very smart, you know, to work with these guys, knowing that they're not really wanting me to be here for my people, but I'm gonna stay anyways. Attention to public reception. His acknowledgement of discussion about his age and the warm reception in Burkina Faso indicate an awareness of the public perception and support. Transitional plan. Traore's commitment to returning power of civilian authorities by July 2024, it suggests a desire for a transitional period, potentially leading to a democratic government. So we're just waiting, all of us, to see what is going to happen on July this year. But to be honest, man, this guy, he's doing pretty much a good job than a lot of leaders in the country. Not to compare, you know, with anybody else, but, you know, the truth must remain truth, that this guy is doing a lot of good work for Burkina Faso. And my wish and my prayer, I hope he just become the president of Burkina Faso. I hope he continue to become the president of the country, because people want him, people loves him, the entire continent loves him because of what he does. You know, I had to rush a little bit because I wanted to give you guys what Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso right now, has achieved so far in just a little bit more than a year in his regime. The first thing that he did when he became a president, he reduced the government salaries. Traore and his team decided to lower their own salaries. This shows that they want to share the burden with the people and use saved money to help those who are struggling, like displaced people and the economy of the country. And the same move was done by John Pombe Magufuli, the ex-president of Tanzania, by reducing his own salary so that he can save his people better and use that money for more investment in the country. French troops removal. This is one of the celebration of Africa, because, you know, Traore asked France, as soon as he became president, he asked the troops to leave Burkina Faso as soon as possible. And I remember during the time, a lot of local people died as well, because these people, they were resistance. But, you know, stopping them and kicking them away from the country shows that Burkina Faso want to be independent, want to figure out things on their own. They want to move forward, because France has always been there taking advantage of the place. Now they want to take advantage of their own resources and take care of their people. Honoring Thomas Sankara. You know, I was really surprised that until right now, there were no really proper burial for Thomas Sankara, but he did it. And this is showing respect for his ideas. This is the way of saying that they want to continue to work for a better Africa. Thomas Sankara, he's the one man who worked for the continent of Africa, who said, whoever feeds you, controls you. So honoring him, out of honoring him, he had to do a proper burial for this, one of the heroes of Africa. Gold refining factory. Guys, this is the most dangerous thing that the West don't want it to see happening in the continent. But this guy, he announced his plan to build a gold refinery to capture more value from Burkina Faso gold production. We all know that it's the same case in Africa's context. A lot of minerals, a lot of resources that we have, they don't really benefit us because they go out of our continent as the raw materials, and then they come back to us as the final products with higher price. And the one who is making money, not us, is somebody else. Alliances with Mali and Niger. You know, these three countries, you know, they have been battling and struggling with the same terrorist attack for for a long time, and also battling with France. So when they break out from the shackle of neo-colonialism of France, they decided to come together, form alliances. And then they say this, that if anyone attack one of our countries, you're attacking all of us. We're forming these alliances to be together, to work together, to step towards the same common goal. And also they decided to walk away from ECOWAS, and they say we're going to stand on our own to fight for the dignity of our countries. Students' uniform change. So after he became a president, he decided to change the uniform of the students from, you know, the normal one that we always wear to uniform of traditional clothes, saying it would help culture and save money. And most importantly, just to preserve the culture of Africa, African culture. Why do we have to wear like some Western style of uniform in school, in our own school, in our continent? We can actually use our traditional to promote our culture so that our people can be proud of our attire. Engagement with Russia. So There's a lot of mixed thought about this, even with myself. The people who are opposing this move and the people who are agreeing with this. But I'll tell you this one thing. It's very important to partner with different countries. I don't care which country it is. What I care is about the integrity of the leader. If you partner with Russia, then you must make sure that your people are more benefit without partnership. Because before we had like, okay, you could have like 3% for Burkina Faso and, 7% for Russia. No, we cannot keep working in that way. We must give our people what they deserve. We must give to our people what is theirs. You know what I'm saying? If you have this partnership, then you must be, you must have a knowledge and understanding of who you are. And for a person like Ibrahim Traore, you cannot worry that, he's been taken advantage of. No, he knows what he's doing. We have seen what he's been doing for his country. Anti-corruption campaign. There has been launch of anti-corruption campaign targeting officials accused of embezzlement and mismanagement. Corruption is the big problem in our continent. And I think we need to have a system that will hold accountable those who are taking public money for their personal gain. And kudos to that. Dialogues with opposition. He has initiated dialogues with opposition groups seeking to create more inclusive political landscape. It is very important not to mute the opinion of our people, because these opposition groups that we see in our countries, they are also part of our people. So we cannot disregard them. We cannot draw the line and be like, okay, you guys, you're not belonging to us. No. We must acknowledge them and we must listen to them, because what they want to do also is for the good of the country. And if you're a good leader, you actually listen to them and actually trying to implement it in your country for you to gain popularity, popularity in your own country, rather than silencing them. That's what creates furious and conflicts in our country. So that is a good move by Ibrahim Traore after he became a president. Promoting local businesses. He has emphasized supporting local businesses and reducing reliance on foreign imports. Reviewing mining contracts. After he became a president, he had to bring all of the mining contracts, and he has reviewed this contract with foreign companies seeking to renegotiate terms and secure more benefits for the people of Burkina Faso, because he truly understands that I'm here for my people and I'm not here for anybody else. So if there's any deal that was done without my consent, bad deal, I must come back and renew it for the sake of my people. Restructuring the military. He has announced plans to restructure the military and improve its effectiveness. And I think this is supposed to be done by the entire continent of Africa. We need so much. We're in need of one Africa army, of all of these terrorist attacks we have across the continent and threats to sovereignty of this continent. We need to restructure our military, and we need to be as strong as we can to defend the boundaries, the borders, and the heritage of this beautiful continent. Constitutional reform. He has proposed constitutional reform, including reducing presidential terms and creating a Senate. However, the details and potential implications remain unclear. Most of the constitution in Africa, we actually use the constitution that were written by the colonizers. So it is very important to reform our constitution based on 21st century, what our people needs today. I think the needs of right now is not the same as 60 years ago. So I think that is the brave move. And so many countries in Africa that have not yet done that, like Tanzania, Ethiopia. I know Kenya has done that and they're doing pretty well. South Africa have been doing that and they're doing pretty well. We need to, to reform this constitution for the benefit of our people. Not that he achieved all of these things that I mentioned to you guys in just 1 year. And in the age of 35 years of age. And in the age of 35 years. This is incredible. This is amazing. This is something to be emulated. This is something to grasp. This is something to follow, Africans. It is possible to bring about change in our continent if we have that zeal, and if we have that determination, and if we have that desire to work for our people, not for anybody else. It is possible to change this continent. Let this be a call to all leaders in Africa. Let this be a call to all Africans. We cannot just hold leaders accountable, but we must hold our people accountable as well for the development of our continent. So guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, so far? Let me know, and I really appreciate that for all your thoughts and all of your opinion and whatever that you have. Down in the comment section is the place where we can meet. I appreciate, guys. I love you. See you next time.